Alright, so I'm about to get this bad boy out, give him a whirl on a tabletop and 8 chairs. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk to you about the Carts Millie Prepmate 2 sander. So this is an Orbital Sander. So when you get your Prepmate 2 Orbital Sander, it'll come with the sander. It'll also come with a spanner to change the thingy. So good at this. Getting your money's worth here, Tanya. It also comes with attachments for your hose so that you can attach it to your shop vac. Comes with a hose. It comes with this, which as you can see is a little dirty. Pretty sure these things are actually washable if they do get too dirty, but you know. So this is an interface pad. So this, I'll show you. So this is your sander without any sandpaper on it. This is 150 millimeters. An average orbital sander is 125 mil. So if you want, you can just put any old piece of sandpaper on. Before I go any further, I am going to show you the sandpaper might have holes around the outside as well as on the inside, but when you're putting your sandpaper on, so that your dust extraction works properly, these are where your dust extractor holes are, on the inside, not the outside. See how there's no hole there? So if you line up these outside ones, you're just going to end up with build up on the inside, on the center of your sandpaper. That's what happened the first time I used it, because I didn't pay attention to where the actual holes were. So make sure you're lining them up. So I find the easiest way to do this is to find 2 holes that are across from each other, kind of fold it in half a bit. So grab it like that, so that the 2 holes are like this. See if I can see the holes. Line up the holes like that, and then like that. So that's how I do it. So you can just put your sandpaper on like that, or grab your interface pad, got your interface pad, and then put your sandpaper on. I'm pretty sure the sander comes with some 125 grit sandpaper. I could be wrong about that grit, but you can also get buy other grits of sandpaper from Carts Millie. So again, I can't see. Oh, yep, she's good. So you got your sander, your interface pad, and then your sandpaper. This way, it's not, because I'm pretty sure you can get the foam sanding pads that have sandpaper already attached to it that you can't take off, but you blow through those really fast, I think, and this way you can keep reusing the interface pad and just buy your sandpaper. So the sandpaper is available from Carts Millie website. You can also get it from Sleek Brushes, which we all know and love. And whilst we're at it, Carts Millie also stocks Sleek Brushes for the interface pad. So the interface, it's going to start raining again. So the interface pad obviously works great on curved surfaces. If you're really wanting to get right into details, I would suggest the Prepmate 1, which is the square sander with the foam interface pad that hooks up to an air compressor. This is great for curved edges and stuff, but I would highly suggest the square one for that one because it vibrates as opposed to spinning. So I do recommend the square one for that. If you're going to use this one on curved edges and stuff, I would recommend a high, don't use anything like 80 grit because you will most likely gouge and mess up your edges. I would suggest a higher grit sandpaper like 240 or higher and turn your speed down low. The foam interface pad is also good for flat surfaces, in particular flat surfaces that are like really old that you don't want to take too much off of, like old veneer. So if you're wanting to take off an old finish, but you're wanting, because the good thing about this is on a flat surface is it helps you regulate your pressure. So you're not going to accidentally like gouge into it or anything like that, and you're going to, it won't be so easy for you to mess up your edges on your veneer. You're following me. I know you are, because you're all clever people. But for flat surfaces that you don't care about, that you just want to take heaps of material off, just use this without the foam interface pad, and just chuck your sandpaper on, and away you go. I'm just gonna. I really need better lighting in here. Alright, so I'm using, I think it's 240 grit sandpaper. So this here is your switch, so your on-off switch, which also doubles as a safety switch. So when you push this down, it'll start, and when you release, it'll stop. It stops spinning a lot faster than your average sander, which is good because if you drop it or you let go accidentally, it will stop a hell of a lot faster than your average sander, which I've already said. And it's got an on-off switch on the sander itself, so you don't have to run over to the power point, switch it off and whatever. So I'll turn it on and show you. It's also super quiet. So on off, and you've got your up and down speed buttons here. So it's currently on 4, so whenever you turn it on, it'll start off on 4. It won't go down any lower than that. So we'll put it up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that looks like an A. Is that an A? Is that like all-time high? I don't know. But I'll take it back down to 4, and so I can still comfortably. I was going to say I can still comfortably talk over that, but I forgot that I had the shock vac hooked up to it. So I've got the hose, and then I've got, let's see if I can do this without taking off the tripod. And then I've got this hose hooked up to my old hose, and then hooked up to my Audi shock vac, which works perfectly. And if you're looking for a shock vac, I don't know if Audi still has that one available. I think it comes and goes. I love it. I've had no problem with it whatsoever. It works perfectly for what I need, and it's got the power off doozy what's it. So all I've got to do is hook up the hose, plug the sander into just above where the hose goes in, and it's got a switch that goes at either 1 or 2. If you push the switch to 1, the shop vac will just start. If you push it to 2, the shop vac will only start when you start the sander, so like this. I don't think there's anything else I can tell you about this, so I'll show you some action. So if you're interested in the Prepmate 2 Orbital Sander, just jump on the Carts Millie website, go into products and sanders and accessories. So you'll see here the Prepmate 2 150mm Orbital Sander. And anything you need to know about the sander will be right here in the description, along with plenty of photos to show you exactly what you're getting. And there you go. Sorry, I must have been wrong. It doesn't come with sandpaper, but the sandpaper is very reasonably priced. Oh, hey Tanya, get out of there. How's that for good timing? So you can also put this on lay-by. So if you go back into the sanders and accessories tab, you can also see where you can get the matching sandpaper for this sander. And it comes in 80 grit, 120 grit and 240 grit. Alright, so let me know what you think of the sander in the comments. Let me know how much you loved my super professional advertising quality. So I'll probably be accused of being biased because it's a Carts Millie sander, but that is not the case. Like I'm always saying to everyone, I wouldn't use something if I wasn't 100% in love with it, and I absolutely love this sander and completely vouch for it. No one is at all trying to compare it to other brands of sanders. It's just an alternative. Especially for those that can't afford the ones that are on the more expensive side. So this wasn't so much a review, well, I guess it kind of was, but it was more a thing of like just showcasing it and showing you how it works, the little details of it, and show it in action. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it helps someone make a decision on sanders, and yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to look in the description for affiliate links and any other information that you might be looking for. So I'll see you next time. Where am I going from here? Where am I going? I had something else I wanted to say. Alright, so